And good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for spending your valuable time with the Adapt 2030 channel. Wave of layoffs sweeping the U.S., plus all these bankruptcies, hundreds and hundreds. We'll run down the list. Something brewing here. Insolvent companies, loans to pay for your food bills, loans to pay for your electrical bills. 30x increase in electrical prices. Down in Australia, get used to chicken, dairy, veg shortages. We need a moment of zen. Put this into a roadmap so you can protect your families and yourselves moving forward. And we're going to start off here, Business Insider. This is no way in shape or form anywhere remotely close to the amount of companies that are now laying off workers. This was the first week of September that these layoffs were announced. And I would like you to compare it with wherever you look at and you find layoffs going on currently. So let's start right here, Business Insider. I was going to screen grab these originally, but now it's just so all-encompassing. I'm going to scroll through and we can see where some of the problems with industries reside right now. And if you're considering relocation or a jump in jobs currently before we go into this greatest depression, you'll know where not to focus on. You'll get a good idea. Let's start off with Peloton here, a wave of layoffs. They're laying off thousands of employees. Also, real estate is getting hit hard. Netflix. So what we're basically looking at is disposable income. Shopify. If you don't have the cash for your basics, food, water, shelter, security, then everything else doesn't matter. You're going to focus all your money and funds right into, here we go, Snap. 20% of the employees. See, social mapping app. Again, this comes down to disposable income. Can you afford to spend the extra $7, $14, whatever to buy this app? So you're going to start to see a lot of cutoffs of disposables. Wayfair, about 870 employees, but where is it at? Furniture and home goods. Again, all disposable income markets here. Robinhood, obviously the investment. Diamond hands of crypto. You're going to need food first before crypto, but if you get the crypto and it rises, then you can buy lots of food. So 50-50 on that one. Anyway, they're going to lay off about 10% of the workforce. Peloton, 4,100 people gone. Disposable income. Who's going to buy a couple $1,000 bike when they're going to be worried about keeping their homes? Shopify, about 1,000 workers are going to be let go. But that comes down to your extra money buying something online. But 7-Eleven, 800 jobs, a lot of these in cities that have chosen unwisely with their policies about crime. Vimeo, which surprises me a little bit because I thought more people would be focusing on online income scalability in the digital space, but Vimeo doesn't see it that way. Competitors with others on streaming platforms, which has become a thing. Tesla, read all about it. Going to be cutting off some workforce there, but of course the grants, which I'm going to do another whole grant. The top 200 companies in America receiving your tax dollars. Rivian, electric car maker, high-priced items like this. Yes, there will always be money. But moving forward, both Tesla and Rivian also cutting. They know something's coming with the crunch in consumer spending and high-ticket items. Russia, China, and India are saying goodbye to the U.S. dollar as Biden is paying off student loans and printing more money. Some say the new reserve currency called BRICS should be backed by gold. Patriot Gold Group has a no-fee-for-life IRA or 401k that can be in physical gold or silver. And you may be eligible for the no-fee-for-life IRA on qualifying rollovers. Patriot Gold Group, Consumer Affairs top-rated gold IRA dealer 6 years in a row. Call 1-800-356-4470. And now on with the video. GoPuff, again, this could be anything from the shaving cream to the coffee to whatever it is. This is Puffables, all delivered monthly on a subscription. That's disposable income. That's going to be going bye-bye. Now on to the big ticket items here. Remax laying off 17% of its workforce. A shift in strategy. So they're going to start partnering with third-party vendors. Again, the more efficient you get on the digital space to do that funnel down to the salesperson, The more you can put online so people can preview the homes they want to compared to what you have today. Virtual tours of the homes is exactly where they're going with this. Microsoft, they're going to lay off a few, not many, but it still made the list. JP Morgan, 1,000 workers gone. What do they see that we don't? What are they doing that we're not told of? Why are they going to lay off so many? In the banking space, Compass as well, real estate brokerage, about 10% of the workforce. So you can see where this is going. Redfin here, real estate brokerage. Obviously, everybody foresees a downtrend. Oh, Coinbase, even in the available money for that extra $100, $200, $1,000 a month, whatever you had at the end of the month to get into the crypto space, they see it shrinking. Carvana, which was the way to buy cars prior, cutting 12% of the staff. Again, this is all about extra income. Hey, I can hold on to that car for an extra 1 or 2 years. Those prices for used cars got too expensive anyway, priced everybody out of the market over the last, say, 2020 to 2022. Reef, which is basically ghost kitchens, 5% off. They're going to work toward profitability in a different economic environment. What do you think that different economic environment will be? Better? Don't know much about this one here, so please leave a comment in the box if you do. I'll keep scrolling through that one. Noom, weight loss app. Again, it's all about the app and the disposable income. And Thrasio, this is an Amazon aggregator, which I thought would be booming if you're trying to save money by not running to the stores, ordering online, and just having it delivered to your doorstep. I thought this for sure would be a possible prospect of increasing value to consolidate, just like you would do with real estate, to save the time so you don't have to leave your home and spend the gas money. Wells Fargo, yet another institution right along with JP Morgan laying off. Canopy, disposable income, obviously. Food 52. Now this is shocking here. They just raised $80 million, and then obviously the employees are going to be, wow, we just got, whatever round they are in funding. But then they laid them off. Pivot away from the way that they used to create content into a commerce-based content, which, again, there's going to be a lot of companies that need to shift during this time. Cameo, video app, disposable income. PayPal, such a small amount of persons. I got 30,000 employees worldwide, laying off 83 people. How did it even get on the list? I'm starting to look at these lists as just narratives. The bigger they can get the list. Oh, they laid off 2 people. Wow, there's thousands of people getting laid off. Gorillas, should we put a Z on the end of that? Again, the grocery delivery company. I thought this would be a win for sure in a downturn time, unless they're charging an extra 20% to bring it to your door, where you and I might go, that $1,000 grocery bill is costing me an extra $200 a month. I think I will go do it myself, because if the gas only costs me an extra $10 a month, I will save $190. This is the way people are thinking right now. Netflix, obviously disposable income. Maybe you could get out and grow a garden instead of watching some TV. So that takes us through that list. And you can see clearly what is on that chopping block there. So we got the banks that are going to downsize. We got all the real estate companies downsizing, apps, app makers downsizing. So where's your niche going to be? So it's going to have to be digital. It's going to have to be scalable. Hey, I'm going through the same thing right now. I'm trying to figure out how to scale on the digital end of things, because people are going to be at home more during these times. And as long as they can keep their electricity on and their internet up and running, there's still going to be an audience for advertisers that are then trying to sell or push into the digital space. So if it moves from a physical good, it'll be a digital good, but still, as long as you have the audience and you can scale that, you should be services and digital availability for ordering that can get it to their house. And then, if you had a series of courses on how to set up a garden watering system. So Drip Depot, I just ordered some stuff with them. They're not paying me. This is just, I ordered their stuff. I thought it fit me because I know a few guys who do gardening and ag space, more on the commercial level here. They're using Drip Depot products. So I thought, all right, I'm going to buy a kit for 10 raised bed gardens. I'm going to put that together, but it comes with a free course on how to put everything together. So for me, I'm going to do it, and I think that is a win-win for me. Now, other companies didn't offer that. They didn't offer the video and audio to be able to allow you to put that in play in your garden. And they also have where you can mix and match different, you could scale it from 1 bed, 2 beds, 5 beds, 10 beds. Or you can customize your orders as well. So see, this is where the plays are going to be to get more efficiency for growing food and have it sort of in a digital format to explain it in a course format on how to do this, because people are going to have all kind of extra time. So this is the way my mind is opening up. But I thought for sure that, the home delivery for supermarket goods would be a winner. And I'm just questioning, what is it, or what's the percentage that they're asking for that? Because perhaps it's too high. And if they could cut down that delivery fee or percentage, whatever it is, DoorDash and all their exorbitant fees to get it delivered to your house plus tip, this whole American tipping culture is going to change. Because you're not going to be leaving 20%, 25%, whatever of it's just going to morph and shift, let's say. So being in the food and bev industry on the real retail side, where you go into that restaurant, you're working and you're waiting on those tips, that is absolutely going to change as we head into this depression. Oh my, did I say the D word? Because if you do look across just some easy to read headlines here, get used to food shortages, chicken, dairy, veggie prices rising again, and Sydney Morning Herald talking about unavailability and egg crisis and da-da-da-da. You could go on forever in every country on what's happening with the foods. But, to hit it home here, this is off the BBC, interest-free loans to be rolled out in the UK to help with food bills. Well, we've seen this in the UK and also in Greater Europe with funding in Germany to be able to put your electricity bills on credit to be able to get funding for your increased electrical prices. Companies declaring insolvency in England and Wales jumping by 43%. That is a huge red flag there. Huge, huge, huge. Which is why we're going to continue into the companies and the insolvencies. But just another idea here. I got this one from Alex today. Energy payments previously were £52 a month. That jumped to $1,248. That's not a 10x increase. 10x increase would be $520. That is a 20 plus X increase in the pricing for your electricity. Now, what would that do in America if your electricity bill is 20 times more expensive? I would be a company going, wait a second, maybe people aren't going to buy our product. Maybe we need to downsize our staff. So those with the money and inside the whole market trading mechanisms understand what's happening. ING in progress right now. The European bakeries closing down extreme high energy prices. Jerome Paul's putting this one out. If you can see that top line, September 15th, that was the prior electrical price before they gave out everybody notice that they were going to raise the prices starting October 1st. So if you jump forward a month, line number 2, you can see that's a 15th of October. Look at the projected price, €2,588, but the previous what he was paying at the bakery there, $721. So that's a 3.5x increase in price, and that's on the business side there. So you could see how they would have trouble operating. And everywhere you look, it's just disposable income evaporating. All right, I want to go on the U.S. bankruptcies here. These are already bankrupt right now. Victoria's Secret, Zara, La Chapelle, Chanel, Hermes, Patek Philippe, Rolex, world's largest luxury industry brands are collapsing and have crumpled and collapsed. ED, past tense. Nike, Gold's Gym, obviously that's disposable income. Everywhere you look, Nike, okay, they lost billions, but who's going to buy the new shoes? Hey, I could keep wearing my old shoes. What if I go barefoot and ground with the earth again for a few days? Airbnb, that's a lost cause there. Starbucks, closing 400 stores. WeWork, you can do that from home with an internet connection. Why would I spend the money to go to WeWork? And then if we continue down with closures in general with more bankruptcy proceedings, car rental company Hertz, truck rental company Comcar. They were filing for bankruptcy long ago anyway. Warren Buffett lost $50 billion in 2 months. BlackRock, they lost the world's largest amount of money as a firm, $7 trillion. Mall of America, they stopped paying their mortgage. Can you believe that? You do that, they're going to try to kick you out of the house. Sheriff's knocking on your door. Do that with Mall of America, and they call it restructuring. 2 sets of rules. Don't forget that. Airlines, also 30% of employees, U.S. Treasury printing so you don't go to the street. So again, if you want to break it down into retailers, and again, this is purely disposable income here. You go J. Crew, Gap, Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body, Forever 21, Sears, Walgreens, GameStop, keep it going down, Kmart, Specialty Cafe and Bakery. It's too many to read in the list. I'm not going to waste your time. You got eyes. How's it going to go this time when we go into complete financial meltdown? Everything's fine. Oh, Matami just closed all of his sales offices. My bad. How about a moment of zen? We can see where everything is moving to. So think of these. There's space to move through that. If you were tiny enough, you could jump through the spaces. You could see your path of least resistance. You could see where the walls were. You could see where the bottlenecks were. You could see that something's being pinched over here. Might be an easier way to go over there. Which is exactly what's happening with our world being liquidated. This planet, is the farm called Earth. It's under new management, a new way for control over the farm stock. It's not about resetting the economy, it's about resetting control over humanity in a different way, in a different vibratory pattern. Sun's changing, we're going to be going through a higher frequency vibration, so the old ways to use the economy to rule over people are going to change. So it needs to go to zero first, and then they can bring up the central bank digital currencies and everything digitally electronic programmable money. That would absolutely be a new way to regain control over humanity. But during this transition period, things are literally going to go to zero. There'll be full stoppages across the planet. Germany's already talking about industries completely stopping due to electrical pricing. That's just like one little microcosm if you look at the whole. So I wish you the best in your preparations. You're going to need food during this time. My Patriot Supply and Adapt 2030 3-month emergency food supply. That link's in the description box below. Appreciate you watching, spending your time here. I'll bring you more information next video, and I'll see you next time.